Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another KPC Live with Diana again. You've seen her last time. If you haven't, here's her Instagram handle, and I'll give you 30 seconds to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Diana. I'm from England. I was born in England, in London, and I grew up there. But I'm ethnically Chinese, and I moved to Korea like 5.5 years ago. And I'm making content about Korea and life in Korea, so you can see my Instagram.
All right. So a lot of people last time requested you to be back. So
Yay!
here she
Thank
is
you.
delivering. And we're going to be talking about the juiciest topic everybody wants usually about dating, especially K dating, Korean dating, but not the cookie cutter stuff, like intense, real tea about what it's like dating in Korea. So Diana has prepared a lot of tea today, I suppose. I have a lot of
Yeah.
tea. I'll match the level you
Okay.
know, you go with. So like, I have plenty of tea. So hello, David. Hello, Archie1. Hello, Chandler. Hello, Crash Override. Hi to Diana too. All right. Thank you everybody for being so hospitable. Before we go on, let's smash that like button. And yeah, so first of all, how have you been since last time?
Good. Been very busy making
Hmm.
videos.
What have you been up to? Baking videos?
No, making videos.
Making videos?
Making videos.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just making content all the time.
I mean, if you follow her on Instagram, you'll know what she means by like busy making videos. Because like you upload once per day, two per day,
Yeah,
or
sometimes two per day.
yeah, I've noticed. And she's super, super diligent. I wanted to do that, like uploading every single day, but ever since my New York trip, like my whole biorhythm changed, and I'm like, ah. But I'm getting back at it with her today. Hopefully, we'll be
Yeah.
able to film a lot of shorts together. So yeah, good to see you guys from Rachel. Yeah, it's Ryan here. I don't know why they changed your name to Archie. I have no idea either. Hey Chingu, and what's y'all's Kemi name? What's a Kemi name? Do you know what that means?
No idea, but maybe there's like a collab name,
Oh, okay.
maybe?
So it's double D. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Diana and David. Yes, there we go. But yeah, like other than making content, anything in particular, like
Hmm.
fun?
I do dancing every week, so I'm preparing a new performance.
Okay,
So there's a performance like once every 2 months.
okay.
So now we're learning a new choreography for the
Ooh,
next performance.
ooh. When is that?
Uh, December, mid December, and then we're performing in Thailand as well in
Okay,
January.
okay. In Thailand.
Yeah,
What?
first time to perform abroad, so I'm
Wow. So you
excited.
guys are actually like world touring in a sense.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, impressive. So if you guys are in Seoul in Thailand, go check her performance out, I guess. Hello everybody. Yeah, I think they mean what's your ship name?
Oh,
Our ship name, we don't have a ship, so it's Titanic.
well, just comment below what you think we should be called.
Yeah, Daviana. Okay. Anyways, good to see Diana again. Right. Okay, so we're at 70 people. Yeah. You haven't been invited to any more tea ceremonies, have you, Diana? What? What does that mean?
Like the cult tea ceremony.
Right.
I have not been busy at tea ceremonies.
Never. But she's gonna drop a lot of tea today. So, okay, I think it's a little slower than usual. I was expecting about 100 people for our starting point. But ask me some questions if you'd like
Yeah,
to.
why were you up so late yesterday? What were you doing?
Oh yeah, so I'm a horrible host. The live stream is today, but she was like, okay, let's talk about this and that. And yesterday I was like, yeah, let me check this and like get back to you today, which was like yesterday. And then got back to her at 5 a.m. in the morning today, and right now it's noon. So I had a long day yesterday. First of all, I played tennis, and my body like wasn't used to it because it was such in such an old like long time. So I came back home, I got exhausted, and then I made a full nap. But then I remembered I had a lot of other duties to be, done. So finished all of that and did like house cleaning, walked my dog, blah 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 blah, and then I was like, yeah, let's start. And then I fell asleep again. And I woke up at 5. So yeah, I wasn't actually up until that late. So
So funny. Do you usually have naps?
yes, yes. I have a very bad habit of falling asleep after eating, which is actually not that good according to doctors. So yeah. So I'm sorry about the late notice.
That's okay. No, I usually have naps too.
All right. So yeah, I mean, let's just go right in to today's topic. So we're gonna be talking about culture shocks in the dating culture scene over here in Korea versus like international, maybe. But to start off, let me show you a video of Diana's on her Instagram account about 3 dating culture shocks in Korea. All right. So let's watch this one first. So, could you explain this video for us?
Yeah, I just thought that when I came to Korea, I was really surprised about like the way guys, yeah, well, people date here,
Uh-huh.
and I just couldn't understand it. It felt like red flags to me. But
Oh,
then after being here for like 5 years or so, I'm
mm,
like, okay, I get the mentality is like different, and I can see why that is a green flag in Korea, but it's just so like opposite.
okay. So you mentioned couple items. You think that's a red flag?
Okay, not that one.
Okay.
But but like having to show that everywhere
Mm.
feels like, why do you need to show that?
Oh,
You
okay.
know, like your phone backgrounds and stuff. That's a bit extra, I think.
Okay, we'll go deeper into that a little later. So number 2 is the 3 date rule. Oh, yes. I've been talking about this for a long time because this is the rule I go by. So we're gonna
Oh,
be having a discussion over
okay.
here. Yeah, people in the chat's probably gonna be on your side, but I'm gonna fight that uphill battle. All right. So okay, the 3 date rule she explains about over here, which is the most shocking. Let me know. What is this? Is this for the hashtags?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, okay,
testing a
okay,
new thing.
okay, okay. Yeah. So relationships frustrated. Okay, number 1, joint account. Oh, so did you try this before
No,
or
but I was asked about this. Like
really?
a guy like proposed, like, shall we make a joint
Oh,
account?
really?
And then I was like, what the hell are you saying? Like, it's been like a couple months.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
yeah, I was shocked. And in the poll of this one,
mm-hmm.
people said that was the most shocking number 1.
Really? The joint account.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, let's talk about all 3 of these first, starting with your third, which is couple items, matching items. So what's your impression about this?
I thought it was cute to have like a matching accessory,
Okay.
or like to match maybe a color, just the top, and
Mm-hmm.
like your bottom or your top or something, a small thing, but like not match the entire outfit,
Oh,
like
you've seen these
the
people?
whole t-shirt.
Okay, that's pretty rare nowadays, I
Yeah,
would
yeah, okay,
say.
nowadays that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
And maybe like 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, we're
Um,
ashamed too now. Like, if you're in like your maybe early 20s, some people might do it in
mm,
like Lotte World
yeah.
or
Oh
like
yeah,
some,
true.
I don't know, couple-y places. But nowadays, if you're in like identical outfits, that's a little bit cringe. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, what kind of examples? Like, what did you see? What was the most outrageous matching
Oh,
outfit?
I guess like the entire t-shirt and
Mm.
then the same bottoms, but the bottoms would be like black or something, and then
Mm-hmm.
the shoes would be like exactly matching too.
Oh my gosh. Have you
Yeah.
tried that before?
No, I would not.
Oh, wow. Not even a single item piece?
No.
Like a
T-shirt. Yeah,
t-shirt?
t-shirt
Just a
actually.
matching
Yeah.
t-shirt? All right.
But then I do climb bouldering, and
Uh-huh.
then usually there are lots of people who wear like the same t-shirt for that crew,
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
Norway
That's
kind of
not a
thing.
couple
Yeah,
activity.
so it was a couple item, I guess, but then it's common like in that space.
Okay, okay. I mean, I have to admit, when I was 2021, I had matching outfits.
Like exactly.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like but it was also cringe for us as well. So I think I had 2 matching outfits. The first one was like kind of forcible, like the university jumpers, like the jackets.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, we were at the same university, so it was kind of cute. So like obviously if you're in campus it doesn't count because like you know everybody's wearing it, but like you go outside to maybe like a random place and you guys are wearing the jackets together with like you know holding each other's hands, that's like a couple outfit, right? So people will be like, oh, they're like going to the same university and wearing the same jacket together. So that was one thing. And then on our 100th day, stop.
Oh my god.
On our 100th day, I was a broke college student back then, so I was like, you know, let's spend some money. So we went to a Gap.
Okay.
We went to a Gap store and we bought. I don't know what was in my mind. My whole wardrobe is all black and white now, but I bought a red Gap hoodie. It had GAP, right? Like a big one over here. It was totally red, and my then girlfriend and I just wore those together and went to like Lotte World and like all these places and had pictures together. But I do think it's like a cute experience you get only in Korea and also during those early stages of life. So, you know, like it's cute to me when I see those people.
Yeah, it's cute. Well, who chose the red?
I have no idea. I don't even remember. That's like how many? 15 years, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, you should try it out.
It's cute.
You should try it out.
Maybe at Lotte.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you go to Lotte World and you can get the school uniform outfits.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
The matching ones,
I think
right?
that's cute.
Hey David, have you heard of the new dating show Mind the Nuna Gap? What are your thoughts? Are you crushing on any Nunas? Thank you for the $5, Rachel. Have you heard of this show?
No.
Mind the Nuna Gap? No.
I need to find out.
That's probably something like you, like younger guys with Nunas, right? Older women in Korea. Maybe I have to try. I have to check it out too, because I have been detached from dating shows. Quite honestly, because ever since like Singles Inferno and I Am Solo, those seasons went on and on. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, the title's
so
freaking cringe. Can you show it to the... 누난 내게 여자야. Wow. Nuna, you're a girl. You're a woman to me. What?
Oh,
what does that even mean?
I don't know these people. Do you know these people?
They're celebrities, right? No, let me check out this one. Oh, okay. One's from 2PM's Uyong, and she's Han Yejin, the model, and I don't know the other two. But okay. Sounds fun. Oh, it's Subin. It's Subin from TXT. Okay. Okay. All right. The red Gap sweatshirt is iconic. I know, right? Like, I have to dig up some old pictures and show you guys.
It's so hard to find a Gap nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, do you guys even wear Gap in the States? I don't think so.
In the UK, it was also like when I was maybe 5.
Right. I know. I don't know why, but like we just went for a Gap. David is only crushing on Karina. That's true. That is true. Okay. I've seen so many K-dramas. The title makes sense to me. 누난 내게 여자야. Do you like any?
In Korean, it sounds too cringe, I think.
It sounds ballady, you know, like, you know, those ballad songs. 누난 내 여자니까. That's like the anthem for guys to like older women than themselves. They go to karaoke's and sing 이승기's 누난 내 여자라니까. So yeah. Okay, so have you watched a lot of dating shows before?
Yeah.
Which one did
I
you?
made a recent video about that. It's not out yet, but like obviously Singles Inferno, but it's very fake.
Yeah.
I like Heart Signal or Exchange. Was it 환승연애?
Oh yeah. That's the controversial one, you know.
환승연애?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, not controversial as in the show. But then like there were a lot of there was a recent I guess a satire about it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like a lot of celebrities came out and they were like hypothesizing what goes behind the scenes when you're getting casted. So they're like the gist of the show is like you and your ex, you know, come back on the show together with other couples that were exes.
So juicy.
And then they start dating like each other again, or like other people in the presence of your ex.
Yeah.
So like a lot of comedians they were like making fun of it, saying like, "Oh, hey, I'm the scriptwriter of the show. Like, are you down to like appear with your ex?" Like, and she just called me, and she says she's okay. And like, like imagine the process that goes behind the scenes. Would you go on that kind of show with your ex?
Don't want, but I think someone who wants to get back with their ex would want to go on the show. But if you're like done, then you wouldn't want to see them again.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, like, do you really think there's someone with that genuine intent to get like on that show? Because like the comedians were saying they're obviously there because like they were mocking the people like, oh yeah, I think we can go on and get some followers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right? Like that'd be good for us both. And,
Yeah. But
so
they become really famous.
they do.
They're like huge celebrities
They
now.
do. I don't understand though.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah. So if you were to gain a lot of followers, would you
Oh
be
my
able
God.
to go on that show with your ex?
If I wanted to get back with him as well.
Oh.
That's a bit of
If
not
not,
100%, but like there's a chance that he was a good guy
okay.
and we broke up in a good way.
Yeah.
Then I think I would.
Okay. So the panel was saying like, oh, like, this is so ambiguous because like, you could literally just call like a sogeting person that you met for like 2 months and call it like a date or like a relationship and call him or her up and say like, let's gain some followers together and let's go on and
That's
so
actually a good idea. And they're all so good looking that it's like
yeah.
not by chance.
Anyways, so that's why like Korean dating shows are kind of getting out of hand. I just don't watch it. The most real one is I Am Solo, I would think.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like the real people,
Yeah.
not the up there people, right? So
Oh, and I really like watching Torsingrid.
oh,
That one is quite realistic, I feel like.
that's like what's that in English? Like
Divorce. Single divorce? Divorce single?
tour singers, rock singles, return of the singles, something like that. Anyways, people who have been in a marriage before and now are divorced or for whatever reason they're single and they meet together.
Yeah.
So a lot of these dating shows, I've produced a dating show before too.
Yeah, that was
Ramen
really
and
fun.
Chill. Yeah.
That was
The
really well produced.
Korean men and international women. I think if I were to continue it, it would be very popular even now. But anyways, yeah. A lot of people on the shows are so attractive. I find it hard to believe they're single. You know what they say though, like attractive people are more likely to be single because you know why?
Because they're looking for another attractive person, and that's like.
That's true too, but they fuck around.
Oh. I
Okay.
haven't heard that.
Because like you notice like very middle-aged actors in in the Korean drama scene or movie scene, like people like Chung Woo-sung or
Gong Yu or something.
Gong Yu. Yeah, like why are they single? Obviously, let's not even.
Really? But some of them are like secretly dating,
Of
right?
course, they're secretly dating, but they're not married yet. So,
Yeah.
like, why aren't they married? Because, like, they have a line of women always coming up to them and saying, like, they don't want to give off that, give away that life. So, I'm speaking on not my experience, obviously, but I know a lot of like model friends, like that are like males. And obviously, they have like texts coming in from like girls every single night. Let's hang out, let's drink. Like, can I come to your
But where
place?
do those people get this person's number from?
In the streets, or like just at a party, or like among
The guy is
friends.
passing out his number.
Nowadays, it's just Instagram, so like
Oh, okay.
DMs and all that. So they're like, oh yeah, which girl should I meet tonight? And like it happens like that. But
Wow.
anyways, please leave Gongyu alone. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's dead in the Squid Game universe. All right. Some expensive apartments have begun matchmaking services. Oh yeah.
Didn't you make a video about that?
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like these rich areas in Pampo or Songpa, they have like these communities that only let like apartment residents meet each other.
Interesting. What do you think about that?
I thought it was ridiculous in the first place, but I saw a lot of comments actually advocating it. Like,
Mm.
what's so wrong about this? Like, it's a free world, free
Mm.
society. You can meet whoever you want. So, wouldn't you want like a verified person who has like a status similar to yourself?
Mm.
Blah blah blah. So there's a side that says it's classist and it's like very um, yeah, it's very superficial.
Mm.
And there's a side that says it's realistic.
Mm.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
It does sound superficial in a way, but at the same time, there's a demand for it
Mm.
clearly. So just let them do what they want.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess, right? Like it's gonna be like that anyways. Like society
Yeah.
was like that. So yeah, they're just like maxing up that trend. Okay, let's go back to your video. So what was your second one? Oh, the 3 date rule.
Mm.
Okay, so what do you think? Well, explain it and what do you think about it?
So when I first heard about this 3 date rule, I just like burst out in laughter. I just banged on just like I was like, what the hell is this? It just sounds so like kiddish. Like to have a rule about dating. It's like you meet and like you just feel the vibe. Oh, this it takes a bit more time to get to know this person, so you just go slower, and then you're busy with your life, and you like things can go slowly, and also it takes time to verify if this person is a good person. Like they can fake an exterior in 3 dates, and
Mm.
then you just like end up saying they're your boyfriend girlfriend,
Mm.
and then you kind of like officially tell your friends that you have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're like, oh wait, they're not the person that I thought they are.
Mm.
Like you have an argument, or you see how they act with their friends for the first time, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like that's not who I want to be with. And then you break up. Like then there's just such a many cycles of getting together and breaking up that it's like, what's the point of that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, before I get into my logic of the 3 date rule, let me counterattack. Then how does it go by in the Western dating culture? Then, like, what's the process of getting into a relationship?
Oh, like get drinks at first so you can have a conversation, and then
Like, how do you meet this person?
in the West, it's very common to use dating apps.
Okay, dating apps.
Or like I guess a friend recommendation, but that's not as common.
Hmm.
Usually dating apps.
All right.
Yeah. Or
Dating apps?
speed dating events.
Okay, speed dating events. So you get to know this person, and then you go out to drink.
Yeah. Oh, or like a random stranger at like a bar,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just drinking with your friends, and you see a cute guy, and you're like, "Shall we go talk to them?" Kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how does it unfold from there?
And then you get drinks and you chat, and you're like, okay, it's going well. So next stage is maybe grab a dinner, and then next stage maybe grab a lunch,
Yeah.
hang out on the weekend,
Uh-huh.
and then go for a walk maybe.
Okay.
And then this goes on for like a few months.
A few months.
Like
So how what's the interim of what's the interval of how many times do you meet in a week or month?
maybe once a week.
Once a week. Okay,
Yeah.
once a week for a few months, let's say 3 to 6 months or
Yeah, 3 to 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
So you meet like every month is like 5 weeks, right? 4.5 weeks, right? So for 6 months, just to do the math, it's more than
25.
25 times.
Yeah.
And you're just like, so during those 25 times, do you hold your hand or like do you get together in bed to get, or like,
That
what
depends
happens?
on the person, I guess.
Okay.
So then that's why that is the awkward stage of like I'm seeing someone
Yeah.
could mean the whole spectrum of just hanging out, just chatting, or
Okay.
the complete opposite spectrum of like sleeping with them.
Okay.
But then at least you have some leeway of like, okay, I'm just not feeling it, and then it can just end. But
Wow.
if you like have to fully break up, then it kind of feels more like you're really committed to this.
Wow. I like in my perspective, don't people get hurt in those kind of procedures? Because
Yes.
you could just use the word I'm seeing each other and then just like have fun with the person and say like, actually, I don't think it's gonna work out and bye.
Yes. But then you have that expectation because you know that this person hasn't put an official label on it. So
Okay.
you're like, it could go either way. So like, I'm not 100% invested. But if this person already called you their girlfriend or boyfriend,
Yeah.
and then later on, they're like, like a few dates later, they're like, actually, I saw something that I think is a red flag. I'm gonna break up. Then it's like my mentality is already like, we're together and now we have to break up.
Okay.
That's more harsh, I think.
Okay. So, I mean, in my mind, it sounds very convenient for both sides, I guess. But there's not a lot of commitment, what I feel like is. And, there wouldn't be any responsibility towards each other,
Yeah.
right? Like, no accountability. But there is, like, consent, right?
Right.
Okay, in the process. So, yeah, like, I find it very... And also in the process of the 3 to 6 months, you can meet other people as well,
Yes.
too. That is, like, oh my gosh. So, my Korean mind cannot understand this while you can't understand the 3-date rule. So like I think there are pros and cons here, right? So from my side, it's the two things are mind-boggling, that you can maybe get into bed together while you're not like girlfriend and boyfriend. That is wild to me because I'm a little bit of a more conservative guy, and also like you can meet multiple people while you're like in a situationship with a person.
Yeah.
And like, do you try not to get caught, or like is it open, or
I think both sides know because there's no label on it, so it's kind of open to whatever you want to do. But then if you want to be transparent and actually be a good person, then you would tell them and be like, I'm seeing other people right now just to see like what is a good match for me.
Okay.
But then you could also be a good person and explain like, I'm just going on like dinner dates, or like I'm only just having chats with these people.
Okay.
And be transparent.
Okay. So I mean, for the 3-date rule, the logic is obviously, it only happens when you actually have the motive of like, I am going to get into a relationship. Like, this is going to be in the spectrum between, definitely not casual, but like in the middle of like serious and semi-serious, let's see. So, like obviously it happens usually with sogetings, which are blind dates set by your friends, or maybe you meet someone and like you ask that person out, and you check the vibes in the first date. And you'd be like, oh, like, he has good energy, or the conversation flows, or, blah, 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 blah. It's like usually a probing stage in the start. And then...
That's why... I'm so sorry.
Whoa, go on.
That's why
Why?
it feels like an interview the first time I go on a first
Yeah,
date.
exactly.
Oh my god, I'm like, why do you have so many questions about like, my job, and like some people ask like my rent, where I live. I'm like, what the hell? And like past jobs, like it's a complete like CV plus more.
Because I don't know what age bracket you met, but probably people 30 and above would be kind of serious, looking towards marriage. And in Korea, those kind of things are kind of important. But like if you go to like the early 20s or mid 20s, they won't ask that much about like your status or anything like that. But anyways, the logic is these people are looking for a relationship, so they'd be like, first stage, I'm not really feeling this person, like first impression has a lot of weight. So you first get the looks in your 0 meeting, like your first encounter, and then the first date is going to be like personality check, characteristic, dialogue, and all that. And if you don't feel each other, like people here are quick, 빨리. So they'd be like, yeah, I don't think it's a good fit. Like people freaking judge by MBTIs, right?
Yeah.
So they'd be like, I don't think it's gonna be a good fit. So maybe if you're on the fence, you could go on to the second date. If you actually like the person, you'd be like, oh, let's go on to the second date. So the fact that a person is asking the person out on a second date means you're halfway there. Like you're like, oh, okay, this person is worth my time. Maybe considering a relationship, I can see maybe a future or a potential relationship with that person or not. If it's not that case, they'd be like, oh, like tonight I had a good dinner tonight. I hope you have a nice weekend, and then bye. That's it.
Or they just ghost you.
Yeah. So nice people like me would be like, I hope you have a good weekend. Yeah, let's talk soon. And then that's it. But that's like the subtle way, like subtle art of saying bye. But and on to the second date, like it's more deep. You do more activities or like maybe drink or get deeper into talk, stuff like that. And then on third date, both sides have like a mutual understanding of okay, like we've been meeting, like committing our time for probably a month because like the we would probably meet once per week. That's a substantial amount of time, and I want to take it further from now on. And people have desires too, right? Like physical desires or whatever. Some people like to, hold hands or hug or whatever, get cozy, cuddle. But before the 3 dates, it's very rare to start any of those activities, physical activities. So, the third date would be like, so do you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend? Like one person usually does the confession, the 고백. This is the hard part. It's usually done by men. And in the old days, I'd be like, oh, do you want to be my girlfriend? That would be the comment. But nowadays it's like, do you want to like meet each other?
Okay.
See each other.
Back in the day, wasn't it like pepero?
Yeah. There were like pepero days or like presents and stuff, and people would be like, get flowers and stuff and say like, "어, 내 여자친구 돼줄래?" Oh shit.
Oh, but like
나랑
that's so.
사귈래?
But then that's so much pressure. Like if you bought flowers and I'm like, sorry, but that's awkward.
Then that's
right?
it. Yeah, that's it.
Then who takes the flower?
Oh, you just throw it away and say bye. You know. But yeah, it's very. I like the 3 date rule because first of all, it's very clear. It's very clear. As you said, the Western side has their expectations. The Korean side has it too. Like if you're on the second date, you're like, oh, okay, he likes me, she likes me. So on the third date, you're expecting, okay, something might happen this day or not. Like it can extend. It's not like always 3 dates. It could be like the fifth or something, but it usually doesn't drag on more than like 2 or 3 months.
I had like a girl, my friend, she said like she was on fourth or fifth date and then she was getting pissed off at the guy. She's like, oh, he's really not that into me because he hasn't asked me out yet. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
what? Like he's still going on dates with you, so he's clearly interested. Like
Yeah.
just give him some time.
Yeah, but people will be like, it's the third date, fourth date already, and he hasn't like asked me to be my girlfriend or whatever. That's like, is he just like toying with me or something? Like, is he just meeting me for fun? So on the third date or fourth date or whatever, people expect commitment from that point on. So from that point on, you're locked in. You are not. That means you're not gonna meet other people. You're not gonna chat with other people. You're gonna commit to this relationship. You're gonna be loyal, and from that point on, it's like mutual consent that I can hold your hand, and the relationship, the physical touch, can go on further from that.
But that's the thing. Like after 3 dates, you think that you would know them enough that you can do all those things.
So obviously, I mean, the speed would be very different from person to person. But I wouldn't say like people go to bed together in like on the third date. It would
Yeah.
take a little bit more time than that. Like usually there's another stage. It's not the 3 date rule, but after the 3 dates and you spend a little time, it's the trip. It's usually the trip that is like the consent for like, oh, we're gonna be in bed together.
You have to go on a trip.
That's how it usually works. So like, sexual activities aren't that very open in Korea
Okay.
yet.
Yeah.
Like, among the younger generation, it's very different, right? Like, okay, wow, she's like, give me attention. But maybe she's triggered with the sex topic. But like from the millennials and above, or like, in the middle, Gen Z and millennial, in that phase, people aren't very like open about talking about sex. It's like kind of like
Oh.
a shy subject.
So that's the hint. It's like, let's go on a trip.
Yeah. So like, if the guy or the girl is like, do you want to go to like, Gapyeong, or do you want to go to like, a Lotte hotel, or like whatever, like hokkangsu or like travel is the hint, and the girl be like, maybe like next month, or like, you know,
Oh.
you're kind of like beating around the bush, like
Yeah.
around that subject, and the guy be like, "Oh, okay, so you know, let's talk about this like next month or something," and then yeah, if the girl's like ready, she'd be like, "Okay, let's go on a whole comes together, maybe like next month, like let's book the tickets," and that's how it goes on, and then so that's how it works.
Okay, so that's
Usually.
slightly more delayed than the 3D.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So like for us, like physical relationship is like a huge step or a thing. And because it's like Eastern Asian culture, like having sex is like very a very, I don't know, an important thing, I would say, for both the guy and the girl, mostly for the women side as well. And yeah, people would like to see like if this person is just like playing around with me, or like if is he actually committing to me. So they actually prefer to have a label and like an amount of consent before we get into that. But yeah, like I think that's it. Anyways,
Interesting.
yeah. What do you think of this whole perspective?
I was just like so shocked when this happened to me that I ran away because I thought it was
You
like
ran
a red
away?
flag.
Really?
I went on 2 dates with this guy. The first date was in a cafe for 2 hours,
Okay.
and it was just like chatting, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
And like that day, I didn't even have any makeup on because I just did like this facial thing. And anyways, I didn't have makeup on, so I was just like really chill and just like meeting this guy.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, yeah, just have a chat. But then the second time we met, we went to Lotte World.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't
On
know
the
this
second
meant
time.
something like in Korea.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just like, it's
yeah,
just an
yeah.
activity to me. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, last time we did a cafe which was super chill, so this time you want to go Lotte World because you like theme parks, then
You like theme parks, she says. Okay.
because I was like, it's just the second time,
Wow.
so it's probably nothing like major.
It's a second
important.
time, but it's in Lotte World. That means it's a 2.5 or a 2.75.
Oh, I was like, you just really like rides.
You just really like rides. Oh my gosh. I love how foolish she was. Okay.
And then like we were riding this like parachute balloon thing, and then in the middle of that he was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? I was like,
Oh, what?
sorry, this is just like so much pressure. Firstly, being in
Oh my
this
gosh.
parachute balloon thing.
On the second date.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
a
it
little
was
too
too
fast.
fast. And
That's
the
too
first
fast.
time was just 2 hours in a cafe. So I'm like, how can you know about me? And in Lotte World, we clearly can't be having a deep conversation, right? So
You're on a parachute ride. Ah. Okay.
So I was like, this guy's not serious, clearly. Like, he's just, like, he has, like, a fantasy, maybe. I thought, like, he's probably imagining so much in his head about what kind of person I am, and then made a decision on his imagination. So I was like, that's clearly, like, huge red flags. So I ran away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would argue, though, that that guy is a pretty, in a good, what do you call it? 순수하다, like a pure guy.
Really innocent.
Yeah, innocent or maybe even inexperienced. Because like he thought it like very romantic and look he probably rehearsed it all night. That's how it goes. Like, okay, I'm gonna lead her to the parachute ride, and we're gonna be isolated, and then it's gonna be a little romantic with the scenery. So then I'll make my shot and saying, "Would you like to be my girlfriend?" So she agreed to go to Lotte World, so that's a green flag already. That was the discrepancy you had, right? Like that
Huge
disconnect.
discrepancy.
Yes. And he's like, okay, I think that's the right moment. And he's like,
And it was so embarrassing on this parachute thing. There's like other people, because this is such a popular ride. There's so many, it was full, like the whole parachute was full.
oh my gosh, you should make a reel out of this. Like, that time a Korean guy confessed to me on a parachute ride on the second date.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, the second date is a little too, maybe he really liked you. And he was like, oh shit, I'm gonna...
But from 2 hours of a conversation,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah. So maybe he was feeling FOMO. He's like, "Oh shit, other guys are gonna snatch her. I need to lock in. I need to make my shot." But 2 dates are like even fast for a Korean person, I would say. I usually go by 3 or
What's the difference?
four or five. It depends on the other side. But
Tell me in the chat, please. Is 2 dates and 3 dates any different?
it's different. It's different. Yeah.
Like, what would you do on the first date then? So this guy did like a 2-hour cafe. Then what would you do on the
I
first
usually
date?
have dinner on the first date, and then so like even within the 3 dates, it's like segmented. So if you have dinner together, that's usually like you're checking each other out. If you like if both sides like each other, then they proceed to a cafe.
Oh.
Even on the first date,
Oh, like after.
it wouldn't even work. Like it can't. There's a possibility that it doesn't work out. So you just have the dinner, and if one side says like, "Oh, I was glad to meet you today. Like, see you next time," and just leaves, that means like it's a no go. But if a person suggests like, "Oh, do you want to go for a cafe or like a ice cream?" and the other person says, "Oh yeah," then it's like, okay, you got a little green light over there. So you go to the cafe. So you're at 1.5, and then so usually it doesn't go further from there. Like like you don't want to give pressure onto the other person too. So then the 1.75 stage is usually the guy says like, I had so much fun via text. Do you want to like set a date for next time? And if the person responds quickly and says yes, and you actually lock in a date for the second date, then you're on like stage 2. Oh, okay, she's slightly interested in me. Okay, like this is going smooth. And then on the second date, you could probably go to like a pub to drink together, or like activities, as you said. I would say look world is a little too much, but maybe I usually go to like LP bars to listen to music together, or just like a nice nightscape of Seoul, like those bars on Haebangchong or whatever. Maybe even a drive to like the outskirts. And if they agree to that, they mean like, oh, they're like comfortable with you, to drink with you, to spend more time with you, to get out of the comfort zone with you, and then you get into like deeper talks. And then after that, like you're like, oh, it was. Of course, there's like constant communication in between, like how's your day, like what are you eating, blah 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 blah, and then you check each other out, and then on the third date you probably put the you say like, oh, do you want to be my girlfriend or
But then
boyfriend?
what happens if the 5th date, let's say, you're like at a restaurant and eating something, and then she's like pissed off for no reason, or like pissed off about something really tiny, and you're like, what the hell? Like, she's actually someone who's so unreasonable, and you didn't see that in the first 3 dates, so you're already together. What do you do?
Normally I would argue that normally you see that within the 3 dates.
But they could be acting.
Yeah, that is true. But like, there's a lot of like red flag lists for Korean people. I'm sure like international folks have it too. But like normally it's like you go to a restaurant and you see how the person is treating the waiter or waitress, service worker, and if they're being rude or if they're being like cocky or something, that's a big red flag.
Right.
Whether they like suggest to pay Dutch, or like pay for at least the coffee or something, that's another red flag. And like whether their response rate on like text is super late, or like that kind of stuff is a red flag too.
So like,
so you're probing each other, and you're crossing off all the red flag lists, and by the third date you're like, okay, I think it's worth like exploring more from there on.
That's why it's so hard for like this cross-cultural dates, I think, because the red flag list here is a green flag list here, and vice versa.
Oh, it's different? What do you mean, like a red flag?
Like, Korean guys people would reply messages really fast.
Oh, yes.
And then like Westerners are like, I've got things to do. Like,
I
have a life, so I'll reply when I need to reply. I might leave you on red, but I'm not being rude. But on the other side, it looks like it's really rude.
Yes,
right? But I left with this guy on red for like a couple hours because I was in the middle of doing something, and I was like, oh, is it something important? I checked that I was not, so like do something else, and then I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
And then this guy was pissed off at me, like mega pissed off, and then I was like, that's a red flag. Like, why are you pissed off at me for just leaving
that's Korean guys for you.
It wasn't even an urgent message.
It's usually the way around, because the woman is usually the one that's pissed off with the guy being late with this text, because guys are like kind of, they're I don't know, like Korean guys, they're usually like very tired of like constant communication, but they just put up
Mm.
with it because the girls usually request that and require it. So there's actually an example with my friend. He broke up recently because of this exact reason.
Messaging.
Yes,
Oh.
he met someone who was from the UK.
Oops.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh coincidentally.
Does he need some advice?
Yeah, no, he's already broken up.
Oh,
But
sorry.
he was like consulting with me over a drink, and he was like super mad. And that person was a ballerina, and
Mm.
she was in like she taught at a dance class, and like she went to like theaters to practice with her crew or whatever. And she was always like off the grid a lot. Like
Mm.
she was practicing, she had a commitment, right?
That's so cool.
Yeah, like, and then she would only text back every like 6 hours, 8 hours per day, and the guy would be like, she doesn't like me, you know, like why is she not texting me? And like she went out with her friends and she's texting back at like past midnight or something, and then next morning she comes and says like, oh, I was too tired yesterday, I just slept, and good
Mm.
morning, and he's like,
That's
no,
so
this is
normal.
unacceptable. Like I can't do this. Like, like how is she doing this to me? And he got super pissed and he
Oh.
just broke up with her because of that.
Oh my god, I think she's cool. She just has a life. If she's in the middle of dancing, she can't be texting at the same time. So what do you expect?
I know, but I told you, I told a lot of my subscribers, but you probably hear for the same time, first time. One of my exes, I was having a meeting with the Seoul City mayor,
Yeah.
and it was like this dinner meeting with a lot of different creators, and I had to commit to that meeting for probably like 5 hours, like meeting him, like discussion and like eating, and then after 5 hours I texted my then girlfriend, and she was like super pissed, like, why aren't you texting me? And I was like, oh, I told you even beforehand, I told you I was going in with the meeting with the mayor. And she was like, so what? And I was like, it's a very important meeting for me, career wise or work wise, and it's the freaking mayor, so I need to be like in full attention with the situation. And the response that came out was like, so did you not go to the bathroom once?
I knew
Like,
that.
weren't you like peeing and looking at staring at the wall? Do you not have fingers? Like, do you not have 30 seconds to tell me what you're doing? Like, that just means you don't care about me. And I'm like, no, I just wanted to be like, even when I'm in the bathroom, I'm like like rehearsing or like reviewing what I was talking with the people and what's going to be my next move. How do I act in front of the people? Blah 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 blah. And maybe I might just want to de-stress, right? Like just have
Yeah.
some alone time. But then she was like, no, you could have taken 30 seconds out of your time and with your fingers. It's literally just your fingers, get up your phone and say, "Oh, the meeting is doing well." I mean, to be fair, she has a point. It's not so much. So she's like, "That's freaking lazy. That means you don't like me." And
Okay.
yeah, this is how usually the logic goes.
Then what is your stance on texting
I don't like this.
then?
I'm a person who likes to meet and like
Okay.
have quality time together. And I honestly think like the day-to-day mundane texting is kind of useless, or it's not useless, it's cute, and like you can ask like what have you eaten, like when are you going to go to sleep, what are you doing right now, but it gets repetitive at some point.
Mm.
And if you're expected to keep up with that response rate, like you're a IT IT guy from like whatever, even after you're in like your first year with the person, then it gets kind of draining, in
Mm.
my opinion. Yeah.
I see. Then your friend's reason to break up with the girl is because he thinks she doesn't care about him?
Yeah. Or she's like doing something else.
Okay.
Like,
So he didn't trust her.
that's like a little bit of a reason, because like there are a lot of cases like this in Korea actually. So normally guys if they go MIA during the night when they
Mm.
said they're like hanging out with their friends, they might be doing funny stuff. They might be hanging out at clubs with like trying to get other girls or like drinking or whatever. Who knows what's going on, right? So there is a trust issue. I think this is universal too, to some extent, but usually there's a safe a prevention, to say like let's say, oh, text me every 1 hour just to see like if you're. Well, why are you laughing? Is that weird?
1 hour.
Yeah, like
Should I set an alarm? What the hell?
no,
If
it's
I'm in
like
the
it's
middle
it's
of doing
ingrained in your head. Like I would say 1 hour is even lax. Like for me, it was like every 30 minutes.
Oh my god! Can we read the chat, please? I need to know.
Yeah, yeah, and
what
people and they'd be like, send a picture that you're with your friends. And you might say it's toxic, but this is pretty much a norm here.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I
Okay.
mean that has happened to me
Okay.
in Korea when
Yeah.
I dated in Korea. But I mean, like hearing that as a Westerner, that sounds completely like red flags, toxic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like it's complete opposite.
You can read the comments while I just open the door for my doggo.
I mean, there's so many juicy comments here. Where do we start? It takes a second to reply that you're busy. Talk later. Well, what does that mean? SMTG.
Something
Oh.
like that. I think. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that person is on my ex's side. It text-
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's time to text back right away when they have a job and a life. Some places don't really allow phones. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if the other person knows that you're allowed to have a phone in work, yeah. Usually they do.
Your story.
I agree with your ex-girlfriend. Oh my, I'm the red flag.
So everyone's standard seems really different.
Chu Yang, I'm so sorry, but are you Asian by any chance? Let me know. Because this is very Asian culture, I would say.
I love this. You're not joined at the hip, exactly. Ridiculous insecurities.
Yeah.
David dropped a
Any
selfie in
ones that
Discord
you
every
looked at?
hour.
Okay.
Viewers
Text
use
chat in Discord every hour. Yeah, I have a commitment issue with my Discord. Definitely too much work. That's why people get burnt out very easily in relationships here. Yes, I want hourly update. Okay. Gomen? Oh, are you Japanese? Okay. You can tell when a Korean guy is in a relationship. He's constantly picking up his phone and texting back a short message. Exactly. So there's even memes about like guys going on trips together. And if you watch that, there's always a guy that's in a relationship that's constantly texting and taking a picture and like FaceTiming his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
he probably has a call.
Yeah, yeah. And he has like a call time. It's like he's clocking in for a job. David, drop a selfie in Discord every hour so we know you're safe and not being taken advantage of. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you for the $5. Okay, Asian female, yeah. I would expect. Yeah, so when you're busy out at work, there's no time for texting all day. Yeah, but my girlfriend's point was like, she doesn't expect me to text all day, but when you're having lunch or going to the restroom or, have a free minute at the meeting room or something, just check in. Like, give me a signal that you're thinking of me or that you care for me, that you love me, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I think now if I date a Korean guy, I have to follow the Korean dating rule because it doesn't work when you're both on different pages. Like, for example, I'm really chill about texting, but
Yeah.
this guy wants more text.
Mm.
And then, like, if he's a player, then he's like, yeah, I should date this girl because she's so chill about it. So
Yeah.
then you end up attracting players.
Mm.
So if you want to be serious, then you have to follow the Korean dating rules.
Yeah, I mean, it's anywhere in the world if you just go there and that's the majority, the rule.
Yeah.
I guess you have to follow those and play those rules. So it's going to be hard for you
Yeah.
to. So speaking of, anyway, what was the first one?
The joint bank accounts.
The joint bank account. Oh, before we go on into that, Diana said that she's cool with talking about her past relationships.
Yeah.
So there were Korean guys, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And were there any incidents like this, like the texting thing? Or do you have any
Yeah.
episodes to share? That was
I
crazy.
have plenty of
Oh,
things,
let's
yeah.
go. Shoot,
Like
shoot, shoot.
like really crazy.
Okay,
Like
okay.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Where do I start? So I met this guy on a dating app, which is already the worst thing to do, and I didn't know that because
Oh,
it was really common
okay.
in the UK to use dating apps. And then it was during COVID times, so
Mm-hmm.
like you can't meet people easily. So I downloaded a dating app, and I also thought that I can meet more like Western style people too, right?
Yeah.
Who use dating apps. So I was like, that's okay. But I met coincidentally a fully Korean guy
Oh, okay.
who
In the UK.
oh no in Korea
In Korea. Okay, okay.
when I moved to Korea.
Okay.
And so afterwards he introduced me to his friends and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna tell my friends that we met like from an introduction, like sogeting, because it's not common to use dating apps, so it looks a bit bad. I hope you don't mind. So I was
Yeah,
like,
sure.
okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that to them, but then I was like, that's like lying. Like if they're your friends, then you couldn't you just tell them, you know? But then anyways,
Quite
that
honestly, I've done that
oh
before
really?
a lot of times. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. So it's not
Anyway.
completely a red flag.
Yeah, yeah.
But
There's a stigma here, so that's why. Yeah.
okay, so then that's what. Now I look back and I'm like, actually, that was a red flag.
Mm.
But I did think the way you did, and I was like, okay, kind of makes some sense. But
Mm.
then later on, I found out that he was on a bunch of dating
Oh,
apps whilst we were in a relationship.
oh my.
And so he couldn't tell his friends ever, because every time he had a new girlfriend, it would have been from a dating app.
Oh,
So he couldn't say it. So every time he would have to say like,
what?
oh, it's an introduction or something that sounds really organic. But yeah, so this guy was like the craziest, so crazy. So he did the 3 date rule thing, and I was like, sorry, but that's not like my style.
Uh-huh.
So can we just, get to know each other
Okay.
more and stuff? So he's like, okay, sure. So he was like, he acted this character
Uh-huh.
for this entire time until I was willing to be his girlfriend.
Okay.
So he
And how many times was that?
like 2 months maybe.
Okay.
So that's why it's hard actually. Even in 3 dates or in 2-3 months, like they could still be acting for a long time. And then we like got together after that, and he was like completely love bombing, just like buying loads of things, but like stuff that were useful to me. So I didn't feel like it was love bombing. Like for example, I said like, oh, I really love fruit, so he'd bring some fruit or something that's like really sweet about something that I said, not just lots of expensive stuff. And then after a couple months, he just like really changed. He was just so focused. He was like really into gaming.
Oh.
And like at the beginning, he never said anything about it, never showed any signs of gaming at all. But then later, he was like really into gaming, always like on this headset thing, like chatting with some people, and I don't know who they are, in like the middle of the night till like 6 a.m. and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's weird. And then
Wow,
one
that sounds
night,
like me
oh,
in the
up to
past.
here, up to here. Hopefully. And then one night, we're just hanging out like in the night, and then like a phone call came on his phone, and we're looking at his phone because we're looking at something Instagram, and then like this phone call came, and then he just like swiped it up to like get rid of it. So I'm like, why don't you answer it?
Oh.
And then he's like, oh, I just don't feel like answering. It's okay.
Oh.
And then he goes to the toilet. So I'm like,
Oh.
there's some intuition, like I have to check. So this is a Western thing too, like we don't check each other's phones. So
Yeah.
I never looked at it.
Yeah.
But this one time I was like, it's just weird. So I looked at it, and then it was a girl who's like, 오빠 잤어? Like this. And I'm like, excuse me.
오빠 잤어?
Oh my god. I was like, excuse me. And then I was so
That
shocked.
means 오빠, have you gone to sleep?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And I was so shocked. I was like, what the hell? So I go into the cacao. But he was like in the toilet, so it was just like a couple minutes, right?
Okay.
So I looked in the cacao, and there's like 6 or 7 chats with foreign girls. And then-
Oh, foreign girls.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you got yourself a Hongdae boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But he was like really well, had this really good like cover for his character.
Holy
And
shit.
then I was like, what the hell? But I couldn't see everything in a short time. And then he came out, and I couldn't like hide my face. So I was just like, who was that girl that called you? And then he was like, that wasn't a girl. And I was like, what?
Oppa. It's literally so oppa.
And then he had a different chat. I don't know how it exactly worked, but he saved someone's name as the same name as this girl, and then had 2 chats. So one is the real girl, and one is a fake chat room with that same girl's name. And she called with the Kakao call, so it wasn't a normal phone call. So it should show up in your chat history that someone called you, right, in your Kakao.
Yeah.
So he goes in. So I was like, the girl's name was, say, like Julie or something. So he goes into that chat and he's like, Julie here. And then there was nothing in the chat.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, no, it wasn't Julie who called me. What are you talking about? And I was like, but it came up Julie. Like, he was just like gaslighting me and like telling
What
me
the
these
hell?
weird lies like right in front of me. So I was like, what do you mean? But I just saw that person and it was like this picture and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And then later I saw on his phone and he had 2 chats with the same person. And I think
Okay.
he saved like maybe his friend's name or something
Uh,
as that name
Uh-huh.
to like hide it.
That's,
So
yeah.
then afterwards I looked onto his phone and then he had like all these other dating apps that I didn't know were dating
Oh
apps.
my
Do you know like
gosh.
Whippy or something? Like,
That's a
was it
dating-
me? Oh, wait, is that not it? Oh,
That
sorry.
sounds like a dog's name or something. Whippy.
Oh, maybe I'm getting it confused, but
Whippy.
there was like me. Do you know me?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that
Like
one.
I don't know about these dating apps whatsoever. It was like my first time to use a dating app, and I just used one, Bumble, at the
Okay.
time. That's how we met. So there was just a bunch of these apps, and I was like, I don't know what they are. But when I went into them, he was talking to like 90 girls at the same time. And
90?
yeah,
19?
90.
How
And
is
then he
that
was
possible?
sending selfies and like something that we cooked, like a dinner together. He'd take a picture of the dinner and be like, I cooked this for my 여동생, right? Girl sister. And he was like, oh, because my sister says she's hungry. And then the girl's like, oh, you're such a sweet oppa, like what a sweet oppa you are. And then we went shopping in IKEA for these blackout curtains because I was like, it's blinding me and whatever, like I couldn't sleep well. So we go to IKEA and then he takes pictures of IKEA stuff like whilst we're shopping, right? Then he texts these girls and he's like, oh, I just went IKEA shopping because I moved house and like I want like I'm trying to decorate my house right now. Like he looks like a really, you know,
Holy.
like comfortable, sweet guy. And then the girl's like, oh, are you getting blackout curtains? Are you trying to make like a home cinema? Because that's like my fantasy, to have a home cinema with my boyfriend. And then he would like continue the conversation like that.
What?
And it was like a double life, like with 90 different
It
people.
was like one source using that black curtain to like 90 girls and making different scenarios for each and
Yeah.
all. What?
So creative. And I was
That's
like, where did you
crazy.
get
I
time
mean,
for
to
that?
be the devil's advocate, like, respect to that dude, because, like, how do you even juggle 90 women and 7 people at all one time? Like,
90 women on
he has
one
a
app.
supercomputer in his head. Like, I get mixed up with names and, like, whatever. What the?
Yeah.
What? That's
And-
crazy.
oh,
Was he
that's
super
more
attractive?
crazy.
Like, objectively,
No!
was he super attractive?
He was just okay attractive.
It was like,
But the
6'5"?
way he treats
6'7"?
you, I don't know what that is.
I don't know, people used to
Oh, okay.
6'7".
But the way he treats you is like really like considerate, really empathetic, really sweet.
Damn, he's a sociopath. He's
Yeah.
trained
Oh
himself.
no, there's more. This is the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then what happened? And then after I discovered these dating apps, I was like, I have to break up with him. So one morning I was like, you've been lying to me, and I want you to tell me what's the truth before I tell you what I know. Like, you just confess it to me first. And he's like, I didn't lie. Like, he said that for 4 hours, just stubbornly was like, no, I don't know what you're about. I'm
He
not lying.
doesn't admit?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I was like, okay, fine. Like, it's such a waste of my time. And I was like, there's no point in me explaining what I saw. I was just like, I'm just taking my stuff and I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
It was like dramatic. I just like took out a suitcase and started throwing my stuff in the suitcase and
Oh
like
my
left.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
And then he was just like speechless, right? But then that day I asked my sister to come and help me because I was like, I need to break up. I've got some stuff that I need to like move out. So can you just wait outside the door like secretly and then just help me like bring my stuff out? So this is the strategy and mission, right? She's like, okay. So she brings some friends.
Mhm.
So there's like a crew outside the door, right?
Mhm.
So I'm just like having this like dramatic breakup with him.
Oh no, I know where this is going. Okay.
Oh really?
Yeah, go on.
Oh my god. So then I like throw all my stuff in the suitcase and I was like tears streaming down my eyes. I'm like, I'm leaving now, and I'm like taking my stuff, right? And then he's like, okay, and then he goes to the toilet. And then my sister matches with him on the dating app with a fake profile, right? And then in the toilet, he's texting her. And he's like, oh, so like very chill. So in front of me, he's like an actor, right? In front of me, he's like crying, like streaming tears and stuff. Like, oh my god, no, I didn't lie. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he goes to the toilet and he's like, yeah. So where do you live? And like just texting
Wow.
her. Do you live alone? And like, oh yeah, I know
Do
that
you live
area.
alone?
Oh, and so she says, my sister says, like, oh, I live in this area, like a random area. And that area, coincidentally, was a place that we used to go to often because there's this cafe
Wow.
that I really like there. And then he's like, oh, I don't know that area to her. Because he's acting like he's not an F-boy that knows the areas and goes on
Wow.
dates often. So, pure evil,
He's
exactly.
a sociopath. For real.
Yeah, he's a
Narcissist.
narcissist. And then my sister's like, what the F? Like outside the door. But she can see that like the atmosphere is like really, bad in here. And I
Mhm.
was obviously crying too. So she's like, I can't tell her right now, but she's like just grabbing my stuff and was like, okay, you did a good job and whatever. And I was like, so stressed, traumatized. And then we leave in the car and take my stuff. And then she tells me the story in the car and she shows me the phone and I'm like, what the F? Like, and then I immediately stopped crying and I was like pissed off. I was like
That's
absolutely so
crazy.
angry.
That's crazy.
And then he just continues to talk to her.
What?
So after that, after we talked a tiny bit because my sister gave me the phone and was like,
Yeah.
ask whatever you want. And afterwards, I was like, what's the point? Like, we already broke up, right? So I was like, whatever. So I left that. But then a few days later, he's like drunk calling me. And he's like,
Oh,
oh,
he
I'm
has
so
all the red flags. He's checking all. What?
He's like, I'm so distraught right now. I drank so much because I miss you so much. And I realized what you were talking about. I found these dating apps on my phone. My phone was hacked. His phone was hacked. And he's like, that was not me. And I didn't send any of those pictures and emojis to these girls. There were like heart emojis to these girls. And he was like, I only downloaded one app for language exchange. And at the time, I was like, why are you exchanging with me then? Why are you talking to me in English?
Bro is not creative with his excuses. That is the lamest excuse ever. He got freaking hacked. I would say I got mind controlled by like this alien or something instead than that.
And then he's like, I'm going to a police station to report it because my phone was hacked.
What the?
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Ridiculous.
Was this your first boyfriend in Korea?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now I understand why people make that content about Korean guys, like, and dating here, like, on TikTok and all that. Like, they're so toxic. All right, like these guys.
There's more to the tea. Do you want to hear more?
Oh my gosh, more? Yeah, go on, go on.
So after a while, oh, what happened? After a while, oh, I was climbing. So this guy does climbing too. So I was climbing, and then I bumped into him at the climbing gym.
Oh,
And
he's all over the place.
he was with a girl. This is like a week after we
Oh
broke up. He
wow,
was
he's
with this girl.
busy,
But then
bro.
they didn't seem to be like that close. They weren't really talking much. So I was like, maybe she's just like from the crew because there's like crew climbing crews. But then yeah, so then I saw him and then I walked back around the other side and then he follows me, right? So there's like a wall here, the climbing wall, and then them two are sitting here and I came past and I was like, oh, he's here. So I walked this way and then the girl is sitting there. So he leaves the girl and walks behind the wall and then he starts patting me on the head and I was like, oh, Tejine, so like this, like, have you been well? And I'm like, this disgusting.
Yeah, that is
And then
crazy.
I was like, yeah, I'm fine, thanks, and I'm leaving now. I finished climbing, and then later on, I find out that girl was his new girlfriend.
I would have went to her and spilled all the tea.
But I didn't know if they're even together because they weren't even talking to each other.
I don't care. I would just expose him. Whatever, if they're friends or not. Even if it's like his sister, I would have done that.
Right? Really? Man, I should have.
Oh my gosh.
And then later on, right? I go to this moim thing, like a lunch party thing, and that girl was at the lunch party, and that new girlfriend, but I didn't know because I only saw her back, so I didn't know it was her. So I was at this lunch party, and then we all introduced ourselves and stuff. And I was vegan at the time. This was like a vegan lunch party, so she's vegan too. And then I was like, I'm from England. I've been vegan for 6 years. Allah. And then she was like, interesting. And then she wouldn't speak at all. So at the lunch party, I was just like, okay, she's clearly so introverted, not interested, bored or something. So I just ignored her, kind of.
Yep.
And then later on, she DMs me in this Moim chat and group chat, and she's like, "Oh, Diana, I just want to have lunch with you, like, separately. Is it okay?" And I was like, "You were so uninterested. Why are you talking to me?" But I was like, "Yeah, fine. Maybe you have something to ask." She's like, "I have something to ask." So I was like, "Okay." And at the time, I was talking about like my business and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, maybe she has something to ask about that."
Yeah.
So then she ghosts me, and I'm like, weird.
What?
A few months later, she DMs me again, and she's like, "Diana, I'm so sorry at the time I ghosted you. Just something happened and something came up, but I really want to ask you something. Were you dating this guy?" And she says the name, and I was like, "Yes." And then she's like, "Okay, so he's my ex-boyfriend," and I'm like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Can we meet for a drink or dinner or something? Because he keeps saying like really bad things about you, and I don't think it's true because I met you at that party and you seem like a nice person."
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, interesting. So I was like, fine, let's meet. And then she's like, "Okay, so let's meet like 2 days later." And then she's like, "Can this other girl come as well?" And I'm like,
No way.
"What? Who is this girl?" And she's like, "Oh, she's the latest ex-girlfriend." And
What?
I'm like, "Oh, okay. Is this like a ex-girlfriend reunion like show or something?" And I'm like, "Sure, bring her along. The more the merrier, right?" So we meet, and yeah, this girl tells me like, because I met you at the vegan party and you introduced yourself as, you know, you're from England and your name, so I knew that you're definitely the ex-girlfriend of this guy because he had told me before about you. And you said that you've been vegan for like 6 years or something, and he told her, because she's vegan too, he told her that I was not vegan and he's vegan. So he was like, he had such a hard time dating me because I kept eating like meat and stuff, and he's so happy that he's with this girl who's actually vegan. Like, he made so many lies to make her feel better, like to feel good about herself. So I was like, what? So she clearly was like, why would I lie at the group, right? Because there's no reason to. So she's like, clearly you didn't lie. And then he had like a nice a motorbike, and it was just an average one, and that's fine. But then he says to her like, "Oh, my ex-girlfriend didn't like really fancy like fast fast motorbike, so I had to buy this shitty one." Like, how many lies can you make?
Wow, that is so low.
And so there must have been like way more of these like things yeah, that he had probably said about me. So these girls are like, clearly he's lying. And then what happened to these two girls is that he was two-timing these two girls, and then they found out about each other because he was calling and dating them both at the same time somehow. And then after he broke up with the newest ex-girlfriend, a week later he bumped into her at the climbing gym. And then said to her that the other girl that I was dating, like, I really didn't like her, but she has some gangsters with her, and she fancied me so much that she told the gangsters to beat me up if I don't date her. So I was forced to two-time.
Oh, wow, he got a little bit more creative over time, okay.
And then this girl was like, "Just leave me alone, please."
He's a, like, as Sarah says, he's a sick psycho. He needs a billboard warning, and I'm surprised that neither of you, any of you, didn't actually put up a billboard, like on social media or whatever.
There's defamation laws though in Korea, so what
I've
can
seen
I do?
I've seen a lot of people making like anonymous posts, like you
Yeah.
know, there's a person that goes by these initials that is usually very active on the dating apps.
Oh.
And like, you be careful of him because there are multiple victims, blah 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 blah. And everyone in the comments is like, "Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about." And there's like a thread of that person on like X or whatever. And I've seen multiple of these on TikTok, X, Instagram. And there's like a F boy wanted page, you know, like on Instagram.
That's so sad that there's such a thing. Like for in Korea. Or
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
general.
yeah.
Oh.
In
But
Korea, like
the
Hongdae boys.
key point now is that this vegan girl, we stopped talking afterwards, and it's been years. But then she texted me like a month ago, and she was like, Diana, did you know that she had like a Finsta, so somehow she managed to like see something of his. He got married
Wow.
to a foreign girl, and I'm like, oh my god, what? There's nothing we can do about it, but I'm like so sorry for her, like genuinely so sorry for her.
Yeah.
And then his mum afterwards called me and met with me as well after we had broken up, and was crying and was like, Diana, he can you just trust what he said, that his phone was hacked, and like, I really like you. Like, she kept saying that, and I was like, you clearly don't care about me. She was like, I care about you, I really like you and stuff. And I'm like, you wouldn't say that if you cared about me. So I ended up having to block her, which I didn't want to. But yeah, the fact that he's married now is just like scary, because that's what he wanted, to lock someone in fast, and then he can go and do his activities. And what can you say about it? Like, you're already locked in.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I really
don't know
feel
what
bad
to
for
do.
that, whoever the partner is.
Yeah.
She's probably oblivious about all this.
So if this sounds a bit familiar to you or a friend,
If you're watching.
a guy who climbs
Hmm.
and is in his mid-30s
Hmm. Yeah.
and games,
Hmm.
don't know if he still does,
Hmm.
and is newly married.
Put him on the T app. Apparently there's an app for that. T app.
Wow.
Yes, warn women if you can. This sounds so much like my ex-husband, sociopath, pathological liar, but so charming and disarming.
Yes.
He was so smart at the whole thing. Yeah, like, people like me, I have 2 brain cells. I can't even manage work and a girlfriend, a relationship together, so I couldn't even, like, think of doing this kind of thing. Like, I get caught in day 1. So, I get
You
caught.
can't even text.
I get caught from my mom when I'm in a relationship. It's like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, how do you know? She's like, it's so obvious.
No.
Does he make music?
No.
Oh my gosh. But
It's like a yes or no question, like 20 questions.
wow, the chances of you landing on a relationship as soon as you come to Korea with this kind of guy, you learned it the hard way.
So
Oh,
I learned, do not go on dating apps.
exactly. That's what I'm
Because
telling
that's
you.
not the norm. That's what I mean. You have to follow the Korean rules, because otherwise you're gonna be like.
Yeah, I've been telling you guys the whole time, do not go on dating apps. Like, of course, there might be raw gems like me sometimes, occasionally, once in a blue moon when I'm just so lonely at night. I just like, oh, install Tinder. But if it's not that case, 95%, I would say, are there for like casual relationships or just like looking for foreigners or F-boys or whatever. So, yeah.
I want to answer this. I don't even know why he wanted to get married if he wants to date around.
That was not my intention, okay? That was
I know how much that was a mistake.
hand slip. Okay.
Because in Korea the expectation is you should be married by a certain age, right? Like early 30s for guys, or like from then onwards. So it looks really bad for him if he's not married and he's dating around. So he has to do both at the same time if he wants to date around.
Actually, you know what? I think this would be a good idea, like a business idea. Like, maybe just make a community page of like, are we dating the same guy group in Korea? Oh,
That's a great idea.
yeah. Like, have you met this guy? And then like reveal all his toxic, traits.
What is the defamation law though? That's like if you say something publicly, right? Like a YouTube video.
I mean, even if it's like a defamation, you'll probably get like a little fine. So you can put up a GoFundMe page and like get like 10 times on it. So I just say go for it. Like, make a collective fund. And like, slap me with that defamation law. Okay, but I guess it's tricky for foreigners with visa problems. Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. But yeah. Anyway, it could be anonymous, like on that app or something. So
you make like 3 bullet points. These are the key traits of this guy, but you.
Yeah, or just like screen cap his Tinder profile and then like blur out his face. Like everybody's just gonna know anyways, right? So, yeah. David just called himself a gem. I'm a gem. I'm a gem. I'm a jam. I'm jam. Okay. But yeah, wow. Okay, like I don't have a story that can top that. Like honestly.
I'm telling you, I have the stories.
Yeah, I don't have an experience from my side or the other side. No. I don't know. For me, this is the reality and truth. So I've met a couple of foreigners before, and from one point on, I stopped meeting foreigners. It's not because I'm xenophobic. It's because everyone I met eventually left. They had to leave.
Like leave the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the relationship cannot continue from that point on. And obviously, I could try out long distance.
Yeah.
And I did with one girlfriend that I really like committed to in the early days for like over a year. But then it just didn't work out. The logistics or the reality, it just didn't work out. And yeah, like you try to give you try to have that leap of faith when you meet another foreigner here, and you guys have good chemistry and stuff. And despite the fact that she says she's like an exchange student or she's here for like temporary work or something, you're like, okay, maybe I could try long distance again, or like maybe she might get a visa or whatever. But then at the end of the day, like a couple times it didn't work out, and then I was like, yeah, I need to know if this person has the ability to stay here for at least a couple of years or something.
So that was the main issue, not like the culture difference.
Yeah, culture was compatible with me.
Oh,
but
then your 3-day rule, did they agree?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess I'm a raw gem. I'm a gem, so they'd be like. But yeah, like for that reason, I haven't been dating foreigners for a while. Yeah, and I have a lot of talks with my bros, and like my recent past exes. They had very Korean women traits that I told you about, in constant communication. Very like nowadays very serious about marriage, like having to get married very quickly, stuff like that. So I've been always like complaining about those issues, and a lot of my friends, they're like, you speak English, you can meet like international women as well too. Why not you do that? But then that there's that barrier. So I'm like in the middle. So I'm like, I'll just die alone with my doggo. Yeah.
So my friend Gabe is here. Hi, Gabe.
Oh, your friend is here?
Yeah, he
Where is he?
commented up a bit.
Oh, okay. Gabe,
Yeah.
hello. Yeah. Anyways,
Juicy stories over, Gabe.
I don't know how you kept dating, Diana. Just don't trust men, so
Yeah.
I'm done with dating.
After that, I rested for like a good year or so.
David, you're a diamond in the rough. Yeah, whoever catches me, it's that diamond.
Just you to click on that comment.
You are a gem.
Highlight.
Own it. I'm owning it. Yes. For
Only
sure.
highlighting the
Okay, John was here too. Oh yeah, our other guest, John, John Yang. Is he a gem? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, poor girl. I hope you do better in the future with relationships. All right. So just tell me this thing though. Like you've probably had more, boyfriends on the way in between from now and that boyfriend. Did they get better at least? Please tell me they got
no,
better.
I didn't actually have a boyfriend between that. Yeah.
Oh really?
But I was going on some dates. Yeah. And I realized that I think I need to be clear about what I want. And like obviously as we said, like the dating culture difference is so big that some things I understand and some things I just can't accept. So I'm like at the beginning I should just be clear, like this is why I don't accept this, or like these are my terms, like we should continue in my terms if you're
that's
okay
good
with that.
Yeah, you need clear communication. So usually the people you go on dates with, they all speak English, or you're fluent in Korean, so
Yeah,
okay. And
mostly not.
ever since you got off the apps, where do you find these people?
Exactly.
Okay.
You tell me. No. I went on a few like speed dating things because
Mm.
that became a trend.
Mm.
But like they were so boring.
Oh yeah, they only give you like 1 minute to talk with the person, right?
Yeah, but when that person has nothing to say in 1 minute, it's actually like
Oh,
what the hell.
yeah.
And then mostly foreigners don't go to these because
Mm.
they're promoted on like the Korean apps and stuff.
Mm-mm.
So when they saw me, they're like seeing someone from the zoo. Like I know they're just like, wow, you're from England,
You
really?
get the same questions over and over
Yeah.
again, right? 어디서 왔어요?
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
it becomes like a fascinating, not like a dating
Yeah.
thing. It was just like,
Yeah.
wow, what do people in England eat? Or like something so random.
What's your favorite football team? Did you get that
Yeah,
question?
yeah. Or like, can you say water in English?
Oh!
I'm like,
Oh.
not what I came for. So then I
Yeah.
stopped doing that because mostly they're all like fully Korean.
Yeah, I've heard this part. I've heard this complaint from a lot of my foreigner friends. Like when they go on dates, they feel so frustrated because it's the same conversation over and over again. Because like you're the foreigner and he's the Korean, and obviously he's gonna ask about your like country and your culture and whatever. And there are the similar stereotypes about that particular
Yeah.
country the Koreans know about. So like the first date's always the same thing. So they're like so frustrated whenever they go on first dates. It's like, oh, this again, this again. So it's like inevitable over here. I'm sorry. She just said she doesn't like having be asked like to pronounce water. Diana, please say it.
How do you say it?
Aluminum.
Oh, you say it the American way too.
I can pronounce it if you're tired of that.
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Aluminium. Harry
You do
Potter.
it really well. Oh,
Harry,
not this
Harry
one.
Potter. I love how our cat is just like, doing the exact like opposite of what you want right now.
Oh, and then the other thing that I didn't manage to fit in this video
Yeah,
was like guys who changed their profile picture.
yeah.
So I have like a few guy friends that, well, after they started dating, they had to change their profile picture to just their girlfriend. Like not
Oh,
even
yeah.
a picture of the two of them
Oh, for
together.
sure. Hmm.
What the hell? So I was like, who is it? Like
Oh,
one day I was talking.
Just their girlfriend? Not
yeah,
even the two of
just
them?
the girlfriend's face.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was like, just looking through my chats, and then I'm like, who is this person? And I go in and I'm like, what is this conversation? And it took me ages to work out who this person was because I was like, this girl, like I don't know her.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's pretty common, but not common at the same time. Because like, if the girlfriend is a little bit intense, she'll require that. Usually, if you're in a relationship, they request you to have like a couple picture on your profile. I've never done that, honestly, because I don't like we have professional settings, right? Like I don't want everyone
Yeah.
in my like career path to know about like my girlfriend and all that.
Yeah.
So thank God we have now multi profiles, but that's become a tool for the
Yeah.
F boys. So yeah, so I mean the biggest red flag from a Korean guy, I would say, is if he has another app other than Kakao Talk, like Line or WhatsApp,
Telegram.
Telegram. Oh, I have
WeChat.
Telegram. I have it for crypto, but anyways, yeah, if a guy you like, okay, he can have it for like business purposes. So I have WhatsApp for my work and I have Telegram for crypto and whatever, but I never use it to actually chat with someone, like text with someone.
Then what's the best way, do you think, the strategy of like, if say I went on a date with this guy for 3 dates and then he asked me out,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I quite like him, I don't see any red flags and stuff,
Yeah.
that's Korean style, so let's go for it.
Hmm.
Then like I can't ask and be like, can I check your phone?
Yeah.
So how do you
Oh, how do you
know.
know he's using Line or
Yeah.
these kind of things? Well, you just have to catch him in the in the wild. That's yeah. I
sit
mean,
next to him and just like keep peering
I mean,
over?
women usually have keen senses. They have the spider sense usually.
Mm.
So if you're like, sensitive enough.
But just Western people like me, I'm
I
just
don't
like
know.
so chill. I don't care about your phone. I don't need to know your phone
To
password.
be honest, if like it's a guy that like you met before, he's like that keen and intelligent enough to sly away, his way through, and he's like built this whole frame or system that he can go by without getting caught, then honestly, it's gonna be hard to catch. But lousy and clumsy people like me are gonna be caught. So I don't know. Like I don't know if there would be a way. Like usually, getting access on his phone. So like this is the trick. I usually get very anxious when this happens to me. So make a scenario where you guys have to look at the same phone together. So like for instance, oh, where should we go next? Like after the meal. Like, oh, let's go to a cafe. Oh, let's look for a good cafe over. Oh, I don't have batteries right now. Can I use your phone? And like, can we look in your phone together? And then you're like searching, co-searching like cafes in this area, and then usually push alarms. Like if he's not prepared, that's why I'm saying like if he's like a huge, like cheater or whatever, he probably disabled all his alarms and whatever. But yeah, like just like if you're searching together or if you make a situation where you have to look at his screen in a legal and justifiable way. Or like if he's a driver, like for me, I get very anxious. I have nothing to hide, but for some reason, like a phone is a very private thing, right? Like you never know what's gonna pop up on your phone. So like whenever I have my phone as a navigation on the car, I get super anxious that I might get like a weird ass alarm from my friends saying like weird ass shit, and there's like someone next to me, and like those kind of situations. So make a situation where you have to look at his phone, but not in like a creepy way, I guess. Like just like, oh, can I use your phone quickly to search something, or can you type this for me because I'm not good in Korean enough, or something like that. Some BS.
Yeah. Okay, that's great tip.
Mm. User intuition. Yeah, usually women have that spider sense. That's what I heard. But oh my god, I recently heard some tea about my friend actually not being able to catch one of these cheaters. So if they're really just like trying to trick you, then you won't be able to. That's their job, right? So already have trust issues. If something doesn't feel right for whatever reason, pay attention to that. Yeah, if something is off, if something makes him like uncomfortable, dig into that. Or have him take a photo of you and then ask to see the photos. Oh, yes. And if he refuses, then something's going on. Oh, that's actually a good one. Raw cat. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of ways, like make situations. Uh-huh.
And then that guy also had a second phone.
Oh, that is anybody who has a second phone, that is a big red flag.
Yeah.
Unless he's like super corporate, that he wants to like isolate his personal phone and business phone. I understand that aspect. I know some of my friends that actually do that because they have a liability too, because like our guys chat, we're talking about like weird shit all the time, and then like he's at work and then he gets his Kakao Talk alarm and he's like doing a presentation with it, like HDMI, and then
Oh my god.
guys are like, oh, whatever. So like I know guys that actually do that, but if he doesn't have any reason to like separate his business and life, and he has a second phone, and he makes up BS reason to do that, he's probably cheating. Or another thing is he's probably using that for prostitution.
What?
Yeah, that is a big thing, because in order to do prostitution in Korea, you need to call the place, because prostitution is illegal, right?
Oh.
So they verify your ID. You need to give them a working phone number via your phone, make a reservation, and they take pictures of your ID,
Oh.
because there's so many undercover police
Yeah.
that try to like bunk these like
That's so dangerous.
Yeah, prostitution. The length men go for like prostitution, right?
Oh my God.
So they would make a second phone that they're safe of. And there are services in Korea like private investigators
Yeah.
that go through like the ledgers or the phone books of like these prostitution places, and they can actually check if your husband or boyfriend's phone number is on that book.
Oh my gosh, that's so juicy.
Yeah. So there are services like that out there.
That must be
And
expensive.
I don't know. It was on the news for a long time, and a lot of like housewives or like women check their what do you call it, their boyfriend or husband's like phone or name, and then so many people popped out. So
So bad.
yeah. How you know it's all in the articles? It's all on YouTube videos. Yeah. So it's like a famous thing. If you just do a quick Google search, it's out there.
But it's illegal, right? So everyone involved is like doing something against the law, right?
What do you mean, everyone?
As in the business, I guess, and
The business,
people
the
involved.
yeah, of course, everyone's
No.
like
Because
associated
then
is
they're
illegal.
showing their ID. They have to show their ID if they want prostitutes. Then
Yeah, like
Really
to me
scary.
that's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, why would you do that? That
Yeah.
risk your career, that was risk your marriage, your relationship, everything. And they just, give your ID and like your phone number, and it could be easily searched up by these private investigators. So to me it's like wild.
yeah,
Yeah, but I guess like people in their middle age or whatever that don't care about life, they're like whatever.
yeah. Well, they're like not married or something.
Yeah. But it's wild. And apparently the prostitution rings share these ledgers together. So if you go to one place,
Oh,
like every other place has your number.
and then they can keep like message.
Yes, they
you or
spam
something.
message you with like, whatever deals. Yeah. Risk it all, shake my I mean, yeah. You guys trying to say your I gotcha moment, but this is literally public
It's
information
common knowledge.
all over the internet. Like it's on KBS, okay? So
Fake ID, but like you can't
no,
because in Korea the way they like the
Fake
system
ID.
is all like connected, right?
yeah,
Your ID and your phone number are connected to like a system of verification.
yeah, probably they have a way to verify that. I don't know how they would like filter out fake IDs, but
I think in the West it's easy to like get a fake card,
really okay.
but as in Korea you have to verify with your phone number too and your name, and it's all in the
Right.
government system.
They probably have a means
Yeah.
to like check if you're a real person or not. But anyways,
So the last point was the joint bank accounts.
oh yeah, the joint bank accounts. So you said you have experience for that as well?
Like that guy.
Oh,
guy.
he wanted a
He
joint bank.
asked, yeah, because I think he wanted to look serious, right? So he's like, if we make a joint bank account, then when we go on dates, like we can share the costs and stuff more easily.
Or maybe he just wanted to split and
I
like,
guess
save
so.
the cost.
So I was like, no, I don't think so. Like maybe you pay once and I'll pay once, and like that, then that feels better. It feels nicer than like we split exactly by half.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, fine.
So are these split accounts, split bank accounts, non-existent in the UK or the West? Do you
They
guys not have
exist,
it?
but like if you get married, then
Married.
you might want to get one. But even married people might not get one.
Oh,
But
okay.
like I'm saying, people in the dating stage would already be getting joint bank accounts. It's common, right?
It is pretty common. I would say it's common among like more younger people, because for me, I did have one before, and it was for fun aspects. So it's like, like let's get a couple ring when we're at 100th. Like a little couple ring, and back then gold was like cheap, so like a two-piece couple ring. I think like what's below 24K. Anyways, like the cheaper one, it used to cost like $200 for two rings. So me and my girlfriend back then were like, okay, let's save $200 together for that couple ring, and let's go buy it together on the 100th day. Or
Oh,
like
that's really cute.
or like on our first year anniversary, let's go to a nice 5-star hotel and a buffet, and that's probably gonna cost like $300. So let's save up for that. Like every week, let's put like $5 or $10 in it. And yeah, that was the purpose for us, but it's not like, let's split the dating fees every single time. I used it like that purpose.
And that was common in your at that time. Like
Yeah,
your
a lot of people
generation,
did that. Yeah.
young people. See, like foreigners are all like sharing account. That's like sounds like a scam. Like it's insane. Everyone in these comments were like, "That's ridiculous."
Yeah, I guess it has its dangers of like the person like actually fleeing with it. But then if it's a joint account, I think the bank there's an obligation that two people must be present.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe no, actually you can if you just know the passcode, you can just like get all the money and run away. Okay. So in that case,
You shouldn't save too much in there.
yeah, but in that case like you can just report it to the police. You know his like credentials and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, but then you agreed to share that account at the beginning, so
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah. I mean,
But a lot of people said it was just like once a month we'd put in like say 200,000 won in here each,
Mhm.
and then we'll spend that
yeah.
in that month, and then we'll top it up. So it's
Yeah,
just
I
a
mean, like, yeah, I think it's for two purposes. The first one is like for me, the one I mentioned, like if you have a common goal you're working on to, and it's like I don't know, a GoFundMe account, let's say. Uh, and if that's the goal, then that would be the first one, and the second purpose would be like a saving account. So like saving costs. Like let's try to be conscious about our money spending, because like both of us are in our mid 20s, or we're working up for like a house or something. So let's be conscious about our spending. Let's put a cap onto our dating bills, and let's not overspend or anything. And I would be supportive towards that. Like if a woman came up to me and actually suggested, "Do you want to have a joint bank account so that we can be what do you call it? Like conscious about our spending?" Then I would think I would consider that a very green flag to me. Like because I'm very like money conscious, and that means, oh, this person is really serious in like saving money, and yeah, and she knows how to like restrain herself from overspending, or stuff like that. So
That's so crazy.
I just thought about the concept, and I was like, oh yeah, if someone suggested that to me, I'll be like, okay.
Like I understand the way
Mm.
you see that too, but it's like completely opposite again.
Don't ever have an account together. Be precautious. Yeah. A joint savings checking account for some things together makes sense, but not my main checking account. Oh no.
Yeah,
No,
no.
no, for sure not. No. hmm You can use a joint account as a proof of marriage, common law partnership for immigration. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. David, do you want to have a joint account to pay our first date? Yeah, please do. PayPal.me/KoreanPizzaClub. That can be our joint account. Yeah, I promise I'll save all your donations for our first date. Mhm.
Were there any other points?
Oh yeah, there were a bunch of points, but your story was like too juicy. I just like, yeah, I've disregarded all of them. Yeah, we're at the 142 mark, so maybe 15 more minutes and
Yeah.
wrap it up. Right? So let's see. We covered the communication styles, the dates and anniversaries. Have you ever done the anniversary things?
No,
100
I
days, a
don't.
year, 22.
Can't. There's too many things to do. Valentine's Day, White Day, Pepper Day, and the 100 days, birthdays,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like too much.
So as a girl though, you know that these things exist, right?
Yeah.
And there's like Pepero Day. Like it was Pepero Day like
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Right.
And assume you had a boyfriend,
Yeah.
and if he didn't give you a pepero, would you be 서운해? Like would you
No.
be disappointed? No? Not at all?
No.
Not at all. Like
Not at
0%.
I do not
Oh,
care
okay,
about
okay.
it, yeah.
But you know it's a big thing. Like you see all the
Yeah.
convenience stores
I
and
bought it for my dance friends.
yeah.
Because like it's just an excuse to like gift something really small and just enjoy it together, maybe
Yeah.
take a few pictures
Yeah.
or something. But I don't expect to get that from a boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
And like I think the main day is like my birthday.
Mhm.
And
If you
their
didn't get
birthday.
anything for your birthday, then you'd be kind of
Yeah,
tight. Okay.
and Valentine, the main Valentine.
So what do you think of my situation where I was with my ex and it was
Mm,
Pepero Day,
yeah.
and I think I told you before, but like I didn't buy her anything because I thought it was stupid, like it's a marketing day. And she said like I understand, like and like I think it's stupid too, but like since we're together dating on this on the day, like doesn't it make sense for you to just to go stop at the convenience store? It literally costs like $1.5. Like, can't you just grab one
Mm,
for me and we can share it just to celebrate the day? I know it's stupid, but isn't it just a cute gesture? And she was kind of like a little salty about it. Like she's
mm,
like again, I'm not expecting like a huge bouquet of flowers with peperos, like golden peperos or whatever. It's just like it's the gesture that you bought like a $1 pepero for me on this day because you thought of me and you maybe thought like it'd be cute to eat it together. And she that was her logic, and I was like, okay, and I was like, I went to the I went to the CVS and actually got one, and she's like, it's too late. It's the thought and timing and the gesture that
oh
matters.
my
I'm
god.
sorry, but it's too late. What do you think of that?
Oh.
Would you have that feeling? Do you
No, I think
relate?
like if you made it up, like so I wouldn't expect that firstly, so I can't relate at that point. But if she expected it and then she was disappointed,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a bit on her because she expected it by herself. But
Mm-hmm.
if she had said it beforehand and was like, "Oh, could you get me a pepero,
Mm.
please? Like, it's pepero tomorrow, whatever," then it's like
No, she didn't say that.
understandable. Yeah.
So what happened was like we were dating. We were on a date for the whole day long, from morning to maybe dinner, and then I went back to her place, and then we were just chilling, like having dinner together and watching Netflix. And then she was like, we passed by so many convenience stores today. And there were so many like. I'm telling you, like on Pepero Day, if you go in front of a convenience store, they have like huge stalls of
Yeah.
like peperos and flowers and all that shit. And she's like, "You never, you. We even went to a convenience store today to buy some like drinks or whatever,
Yeah.
and you never. The thought didn't occur that you would buy like a single pepero for me.
But she also could have got it then. She could have got
But
one.
still, it's like the gentleman, eh, that kind of culture.
Yeah.
Yeah."
Yeah. I get why she would be salty.
Yeah, she's like, are you trying to like, purposefully block your sight from the peperos that are just there right in front of your place at the convenience store?
So to her, it was a quite a decently big thing.
No, it wasn't even a big thing. She was like,
Yeah.
the fact that we were together for a lot of
Mm.
hours today and we went to the convenience store together. We passed by so many places, and I know it's a stupid day, but like, it would have been nice if you got like a
Mm.
$1 pepero for me and we just shared it over dinner as
Yeah.
dessert. And you get her? Okay. Yeah, my loss. Like, yeah, maybe I should just stay single.
But there's so many of those promotion things, right? Like white days, there's like so many huge
Yeah.
bouquet things. So
Yeah.
I'm just like everything just looks normal to me now. If I just go past, I don't even see it.
Mm.
So I didn't even notice it was pepperoni, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And honestly, I wasn't even like bewildered by that behavior or anything. I actually got more respect for her
Mm.
because like even though she pointed it out and at the moment it was kind of annoying, the fact that she didn't expect anything like super that she just wanted to share the pepero with me and have a fun time together, that was a green flag to me. So I was
Mm.
like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense."
Mm.
So, yeah.
Take Diana
Cute.
for lunch
Take
today.
Diana for lunch today. Thank you, Lynn, for the
Thank
20 pizza
you.
pizza. Yes. I took her for what was it last time? Takarbi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken.
So, thank you,
Yeah.
Lynn.
Thank you.
And hmm. Okay, one last thing before we go. So,
Why?
should
It's just getting serious.
should men pay for the first date?
Oh.
The universal
Oh my
question.
gosh. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, why? What's your logic? Convince me.
Logic? Do I need logic?
Oh, it's just how it is.
I just think that
Mm.
it's another indicator to me that this guy is interested, he's serious, he is willing to be financially prepared, like in general he's quite like financially prepared to be dating. I'm not here to date like a university student, you know, we're not going half and everything. So at least like that's an indicator, the first date, to be like, okay, he's serious and he's a mature guy and he wants to be gentlemanly. Then I'll be like, but if he split it, I wouldn't meet him again, I think.
Oh, damn. Okay. If he's super attractive and you clicked and the whole date was good and the restaurant, at the end of the day, he was like, okay, let's split, then that would ruin the whole
Yeah.
thing. Oh, really?
Oh my god, there was this one date that I went on who he seemed like really into the date and like he seemed, yeah, like he was into it. Then at the end, he was like, oh yeah, like let me get it, and then he stands up and he pays, and I'm like, oh, you know, I can pay half, like I'll send it to you on Kakao, and he's like, oh, okay, and then he pays it, and then after that evening I text him, I was like, oh, can you tell me how much I should send you? And he tells me the exact amount to the dot, like 450원 까지. Like I'm like, okay, did you really like me that much? Like if I was a guy,
Yeah.
or if the roles were reversed, but I'm a girl, whatever, like I would pay. If I'm like interested in this person, I'm like, I want to show you in every way possible that I'm interested, you know, and I can't show you on the first date, like start holding your hand or something, that's like crossing the line, but something that I can show you would be to pay, and I'll be like, sure, like 100%. If you want to have a lunch with, you know, some famous person,
Yeah.
like if I had a chance to have lunch with Park Bogum and like he's famous, but you know he might not be a millionaire, for example.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm paying. Like you spent your time with me. I'm like really appreciative that you spent your time with me, and I value your time. So I'm happy to pay.
Really?
Yeah.
If I was having a meal with Pakbul, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, please pay for me. I know you have freaking million stuff. So just kidding.
Yeah.
But
I think if I valued that person a lot, I'd be like, I'm happy to pay.
So what you're talking about is only confined to the first date, right?
First date, and then onwards, I think like a little bit more skewed towards the guy. I would say.
Oh, okay.
Because I date older guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't go like younger. So I think that if they're financially responsible and like mature, and assuming that if they're older than me, they might be making more money than me and whatever, then I would think that it makes sense.
What if it's the same age?
I don't date same age.
Oh, you only date older. Oh, okay. As long as that's your
so
rule.
far that's been what's happened.
Okay.
It's not a hard rule. Yeah, so far that's been the trend. So,
yeah, I mean, I usually pay for this first dates, and I usually pay like maybe 70% of all the dating fees. That's how I go by. Even if so, that's why I got so impressed by my
diamond gem.
I got so impressed by my ex-girlfriend when she offered to pay me the gas fees. That's the moment I was like, shit, I should marry this girl. Because nobody has suggested that to me before. I was like, shit, I was always the chauffeur, the driver, and took her up from her place and put her safe and home. And like, there's my gas fees, like for the whole day, you know, like probably 30 to $50 or something like that. And there was this one time we stopped at a gas place because I was out, and she was like, she just put in her card, and I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, she was like, oh yeah, I'll pay for the gas fee. 오늘 수고했어. I was like, oh. Like, oh shit, I've never felt anything like this before. I was like, maybe she is the one. So
then what do you think like after marriage? Like during the dating phase, you're saying around 70% you're happy to pay.
Yeah.
Then after marriage, what are you at?
I think at the end of the day, it depends on person to person. As you said, like there might be age differences, salary differences, whatever, like family backgrounds, blah, 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 blah. But I think after marriage, like, is there a point in dividing it? Because like it's already like a joint, you know, account anyway. So
you would join.
Yeah, it's gonna be if I'm the bread earner, it's gonna be on me anyways. If she has a salary and if I have a salary too, we combine it and just like use everything with. So then technically it's 50-50, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
It's the joint account.
Yeah, because I would not seeing myself not what do you call it? like keeping our accounts separate after marriage. Like
Mm.
if we are married and we both have jobs and earning salary, then I would make a joint account and put both money into it so we could save up for a bigger house or utility fees or baby's diapers or whatever.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't think there's a point at that point. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't gotten married before, so yeah. But yeah, okay.
What are the comments saying?
After marriage, I would have a joint account and budget, and it's our money. Exactly. Yeah, that I think that's how a lot of people go. Uh,
Oh, this is interesting. What do you think about that? The person who initiates the date.
yeah, I think that's a good rule of thumb too. Yeah.
Mm.
Like if you were the person who asked the person out,
Mm.
you pay for the
Yeah,
date.
I
Yeah.
think so.
hmm
Then, do you think? Oh, that's cute. I think so.
Generosity is a green flag. Yeah. hmm
Then you would like the girl to at least offer, though, right?
Of course. Yeah. That is a huge thing I actually look for. So if she doesn't even budge, like she's just like, yeah, paycheck. Like she doesn't even say anything and she's just fiddling with her phone. I'm like, 50-50, bye. But she's like, oh, thank you so much for the meal. Like I really appreciate it. Can I get you some coffee afterwards? I'm like, okay, phase one passed. So that's like a huge thing for me and a lot of men. It's like men aren't like salty about, oh, she's not paying 50-50. It's like the appreciativeness that the person shows, the respect. Like it's hard earned money even if you're a guy or a woman, it's the same amount of labor. So like it's the gesture and the talk that matters. So
How about this?
if it was Espa, I would just slave for Karina. Like no money. Like I could pay everything and just work for her or be her slave or butler or whatever she wants. Yeah, I could be her third guy or just kidding.
If they're rich, come on. Yeah, agree.
I had this one incident though that I met a huge feminist,
Okay.
and this was a very unique experience. So I took her out on a date to a movie theater, and me being the forward and romantic guy and trying to say that I'm interested in you, I booked all the movie tickets and bought the popcorn
Oh,
and bought the dinner for her. And up till that point, she was okay. But then on the ride back on the taxi, I was trying to pay for that as well too. And she was like, no, no, I have this. And she paid for the taxi. And I was like, oh, really? Thank you. And then I went up to her place, and then she was like, oh, yeah, we had a good night. But before I leave you, I just have to ask this. And she was like, why did you pay for the movie theater and restaurant? And I was like, because, I just wanted to have a good time. I'm interested in you. I expressed that I'm interested in her, so I wanted to, like, be good to you. And she was like, I appreciate that, but next time I would actually like if you asked me first, like whether if you want to pay the whole thing, like she was like ask me first, because she feels like I'm an independent woman too. I have a salary, I pay my rent, and the fact that you're deciding that all by yourself, just paying, like we had a restaurant, we had a meal, we had a movie ticket, we had a popcorn, and just you paying all of that, at the end of the day it's good for me practically, but like the feeling feels like, oh, like somewhat, I don't know how she,
Condescending.
maybe, but she was like, we're equal human beings at the end of the day, but like you're not even asking my thoughts about like splitting the bill or something. So I was like, I didn't know how to respond, honestly. I was like frozen.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, next time I'll ask. And
That's cute.
I didn't know how to feel about this because I thought she would appreciate it, but she got a little offended by it.
Good for you.
So yeah.
Then after these kind of instances, do you feel like you just find it really hard to know what you're supposed to do on a date? Because so many people have different opinions about it.
Yeah. And then later words, she did say that she's like very big into feminism, which wasn't common back then in Korea. Feminism is very like tabooed here over here because it's seen as radical feminism. So she was like, actually, I'm like studying feminism nowadays, and that's the reason I believe like women should have their own independent, and whatever. So I was like, okay, I respect that. So as you said, like people by people, they have different
Mm,
spectrums, they have different thoughts and perspectives. So I think you have to just probe what kind of person this person is, like through the
mm,
conversation. I think that just direct communication is the best policy at the end.
mm.
But
What
yeah,
about you? Sometimes I do feel like maybe it's hard to be a guy.
yeah, the
Sometimes.
the goalposts always move around. Yeah. Oh wow, we have a joint account and we have our own. Oh really? Okay, that'll be good too.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's actually the best, like,
Mm,
middle ground.
yes. Thank you for the 20. Pizza pizza.
Thank you.
Why would she be offended? It's a gift. I don't know. She claimed herself to be a feminist and she was like, this is not how it's supposed to be. This is why the patriarchy is still strong or something like that.
Mm.
It's like women expect men to do, and I don't know. I don't know. So whatever.
Pay the better.
Yeah. So actually, after that, I kind of liked it because like she was, doing some part of the bill. So I was like, okay, okay, yeah, I love feminism. you know.
What's your answer to this?
Would you be mad if Karina does not offer to pay or buy you coffee after? No. I told you I'd be a slave for her. Like she could ride on my back and I'd crawl over 4 feet and usher her back home.
Yeah, then it really depends on the person.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So if you really like them, you would
Yeah.
be
On 4 feet.
fine to pay and do everything.
Exactly.
So I think it's okay to expect that for me.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I can understand her. She felt a lot of pressure with you paying so much. Also, if she spoke up, she didn't know what reaction she'd get from you. I guess.
But
Yeah.
it sounds like she explained like her point in a really, neutral, calm way,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Yeah. Whoa. I love it. Yeah, yeah. I love feminism. I mean, so anybody who doesn't like feminism yeah, is
Yeah.
weird. Like, there's nothing to be against feminism at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
But that's the thing, like in Korea, the meaning of feminism is
Yeah,
so like
it's
construed.
twisted. It's radical
Yeah.
feminism, and even I observed that the meaning of radical feminism is even different from the West, and
Oh.
yeah, in Korea. I think radical. I think it's like what's hating males? Is it misandry or what is it?
Misogyny.
The misogyny is hating women, right? So is hating men? What's that?
Oh.
Is it misandry?
Oh, I don't
I,
know.
I think so. I think radical feminism in Korea is
Mm.
known as
Yeah,
hating
yeah,
men.
yes, yes.
Yeah, which is not like the spectrum is different.
Yeah. So you can't say I'm a feminist in Korea because
Oh no.
people would think you're crazy.
Yeah, they think you're literally crazy. And that's like a huge red flag if it ever comes up in a blind date. So,
Oh, that is, I don't know how to even
misandry, yeah.
pronounce this.
Yeah, so. Mm.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll bring her back if she wants to.
What are these things, by the way?
Oh, they're if you're a member, as you can see here, like the gold membership
Yeah.
badge. If you're a member, they get a slice of cheese or a pizza slice or
Oh,
like a full
that's
pizza.
cute. Then what's this
Oh,
crown?
if you type a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Interesting.
Anyways, that was fun. You spilled a lot of tea as usual.
Yeah.
You have a cult story. Why don't you make reels about this?
The thing is, it takes so much explanation, you know? And like,
Mm.
I understand both sides, or like, you know, these, like, it takes so much intricate explanation.
Ah.
But like, when I make it really short, people are in the comments like, you didn't consider this, or like,
Ah.
you're so one-sided or something. But I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
can't
yeah.
say it in 1 minute.
Yeah,
So
you should make it into a series.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm. Anyways, yeah. So I think we covered a fraction of what we prepared. We had so many topics:
Dating is an
taboos,
interesting
family pressure, PDA, all that stuff. But yeah, maybe for next time.
Yeah.
Oh wow, everybody likes you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lamb Brown 608 for the $2. Make Diana a KPC regular.
I want a KPC t-shirt or something. Do you guys not have it?
I actually have one if you want.
Really?
Yeah,
Is there a t-shirt?
yeah.
Oh my god, how cool! I'd love one.
Do you want me to give one right now?
Yeah!
But it's not a new one. I've
Oh.
worn it before. You can put it in the laundry,
Okay.
like if
Okay.
you wash it. Because I don't wear it. I've only worn it like one time ever.
Yeah.
Okay, let me actually get some.
Yeah!
Let her choose. But it's like a
Oh,
tacky merch
choose.
kind of. Yeah, yeah. Let me.
Yay! Thanks to everyone. Please comment more if you want me to be on here. I want all the t-shirts. There's a lot of fun. Do come back, Diana. Thank you. And please follow me on Diana in Seoul on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, but it's like really hard for me because I'm not the TikTok generation, so it's hard for me to post on that. So I'm most consistent and like happy on Instagram. But yeah, I'm on both. Same handle, Diana in Seoul. And I post about these small like tidbits of life in Korea, and like shocking things and like fun stories and stuff. And last time I talked about the cult on this YouTube live stream, and I also talked about it on my Instagram. So if you missed it, you can check the short video on Instagram. But yeah, I post every day about Korea, and I'm gonna be making videos with David today together. So that'll be on Instagram soon as well.
Okay, guys. So yeah, I probably
T-shirt at
worn.
the end of the show, a good way to close.
So you can probably not wear this outdoors because like the logo is so big.
No, but people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
You have the white one. We got the blue one.
Ooh!
And
It's black.
the black one. Yeah, we have
Oh my
the
god!
navy
it's
one.
cute.
And we have the small logo one.
Oh my god, it's cute.
Yeah, so I've only worn these like once per interview. The interview videos didn't even go up because I'm so lazy, but I stopped wearing them because like it was so big. But if you want like a pajama,
Oh
you
yeah.
can choose whatever you
Oh
want.
my gosh, so C is like the dripping cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool. I like the yellow embroidered thing.
The small
Yeah,
one?
is
Okay.
it cooler?
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay.
If I become a regular, will you give me one t-shirt per live stream?
Yeah, sure. I don't wear them anyway.
Yeah. Okay, I have to like earn my t-shirts.
Yeah. Just go home and
That's so cute.
wash it. Yeah.
I'm gonna wear this for one of my videos.
Okay.
Of you.
Yeah. Maybe I need to make a merch shop.
Yeah, this is really nice.
I designed it myself.
Wow. How many did you print? Like,
Just one. It was just a sample. Just for myself.
do
Yeah.
people want this? This is so cute.
Maybe.
I'll
Maybe.
promote it.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, we're really double D's now. What the?
Oh, more double D collabs.
Can someone please give a better name?
Yeah, I want to actually do like a joint like live stream with John here, Diana here,
Oh.
Anna here, maybe everyone that's appeared on the
That's
KPC
gonna be
streams.
chaotic.
It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be a podcast of its own. It's gonna be really fun, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me actually ask John next time. So wow, we'll have all the accents: the Kiwi accent, the British accent,
Oh,
the
John is
American.
Australian.
He's
Oh,
New Zealand.
Oh.
Yeah, the American accent, and what more accent do we have to collect? What else? The Southern?
Korean accent.
Oh,
You do
I
Korean.
I can do a Korean accent. Too. I will do Korean accent. You
Thinking you
do
get Sean.
British, New Zealand, and American. Okay. You want a shirt? Okay, let me make a merch shop. Like
Yeah.
probably in 2 years. All right,
It's
can't
so
wait.
nice.
Yeah, so if you want to see KPC guests special, please support the podcast. John, Anna, Diana, yes, please, yes. Let's try to get everyone here. Make sure you have drinks too. Oh, do you drink?
Oh, we can do like a 연말 party.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That would be so fun. I
Yeah, we
drink a
can
little
do.
bit. I just drink makgeolli.
Okay, you just drink makgeolli.
Oh
What an
my.
interesting choice.
Like I don't like soju like something really strong. It just
Mm.
doesn't taste good to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You should do a collab with the Korean American podcast. Oh, yeah, I know them.
Oh.
Okay, let me try to bring in more folks to the live. But yeah, everybody, thanks for tuning in. And just to let you guys know, I'll be putting up. So I've been doing watch parties for the Dream Life of Mr. Kim, the K drama that's going viral right now. It shows a very accurate depiction of Korean corporate scenes, like what men or their families go through in their like midlife crises when they get laid off from work, and what their son does, like, you know, in relationships and gets scammed in startups and whatever. It's very interesting, very, very interesting, very accurate. It's going viral because like so many Korean people relate to the drama.
What episode is it on now?
I think it's at 8.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll
so
watch it.
yeah, I've already done 3 watch parties on Patreon. The first episode is for free, so go check it out on patreon.com/koreanpizzaclub, and I will record probably up to like 6 or 7 tonight. I'll upload them tonight. So it's only $5 per month, so go check it out. The Dream Life of Mr. Kim. And yeah, David, when will you be back to doing walking live streams? It's super cold outside, so probably not so yeah. Okay. Is it every week? What do you mean, the watch parties? Yeah, yeah. And I'm going to watch your drama watch as a way to watch the show. Yes, thank you so much, Sarah. All right, we're going to go for lunch.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay? Lunch,
and then film.
shorts. Yeah.
Yay.
All right. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Leave comments for Diana to
Thank you
read.
for lunch.
Okay, I'll try to revive Peter.